Hey there you guys, welcome back. Today we are going to, this is upside down, we are going to plant some Brugmansia seeds. These are absolutely beautiful tropical shrubs, I want to say. They're a perennial, a tropical perennial. So if you live in a colder zone, like myself, zone 6B, you will need to bring these inside over winter or let the frost kill them off. They are a fast-growing annual in my area, so they could, I don't know, they can grow 4-6 feet tall in a year. Absolutely beautiful. They are related to the Datura, or the Datura is related to the Brugmansia. They're both angel's trumpets. The Datura will have the seed pod that's a round ball with all the spikes on it, and they self-seed all over the place in cooler climates as well as all over everywhere else, I guess. Actually thought about as a noxious weed because they are poisonous to ingest. So just be careful if you grow these. Absolutely beautiful, but not terribly good for you. These Brugmansias will have a seed pod that's long and slender, and it doesn't have any of the spikes, so it's smooth. These come in various colors. This one is a white one. I've got some seeds here for, I do believe this is a yellow or a pink one. So they come in shades, the Brugmansias are in shades of whites, pinks, yellows, kind of in that orange, in that kind of pastel-y kind of hue, and absolutely beautiful. They can get quite tall, like I said, and if you maintain them over winter, they can get quite large. Your tree could be, I don't know, 10-15 feet tall if you let it, and the stems get quite large, just like a tree trunk. Absolutely fun. So anyway, without further ado, let's get to planting these. I'll bring you a little bit closer. First we're going to soak them overnight, and then we will plant them in soil. Then I'll show you some that have already started to sprout. It took them about, I think it took maybe 3 weeks to a month before I saw the first one start to sprout, and now it's been about 2 months since I planted them, and a bunch have started now. So I'll show you that at the end of the video, and right now let's get these seeds prepared. So here we have a little ramekin of water. You want to use warm water, not hot water, and try not to use cold water. I have a heat mat actually just off the camera here, and I will be using that to keep the water warm. We're going to soak it for about 24 hours. You don't need to soak them, but to speed up the germination process, it's best to soak them. You don't want to soak them for too long or you risk rotting them. This is the other variety that I got. It's a yellow variety. Quite beautiful. I'd like to get the orange one or the pink one, but this was available to me now, and I took the opportunity. So I got these from eBay from Canada Seed Co. So if you're a fellow Canadian and you're looking for seeds, check them out on eBay. They seem to have decent quality seeds. So let's open this up. It's got some instructions. Seeds should be soaked for 24 hours in tepid water, pH of 5 to 6. Remove soft shell cover and rinse. Not necessary for smaller seeds, blah blah blah. So we're going to soak them. Let me open this up here. I'm trying to read. It says that the package date was, what is the 6th month? January, February, March, April, May. May 10th, 2014. I think that's what it is, because if it was the 10th month, it would be in the future. So So these seeds are really interesting. They look like pieces of dirt. Kind of awkward shaped. You don't really know what side is up, but I'll show you what they look like. Looks like chunks of chocolate, if you ask me. Is it focusing in there? I hope so. They look like little pieces of bark or chunks of chocolate. Don't eat them. Don't eat those. And I have when I first got the seeds, the other package that I've already planted, they look like this as well, and they did sprout. So those are viable seeds. So we're just going to drop them in the water here, and then we'll poke them just a little bit to let them sink. Now we'll put them in a warm location for 24 hours. So tomorrow we will plant these seeds. Stay tuned. Okay, so 24 hours have passed, and well, roughly 24 hours, many of the seeds have sunken to the bottom. The ones that have stayed floating might not germinate, but I'm not going to blame them for not doing that. Whatever. I'm still going to plant them just in case. And I have 4 that are sunken, so those 4 will probably sprout. So I'm going to take this is a 4-inch pot, I suppose, and I'm going to fill it with some all-purpose potting soil. Got it here off camera. I'm going to use the dome that I got from the dollar store. Actually, it came with this pot, as many of you know. And I'm going to sow these seeds in here. I'm going to space them out. I'm going to try to space them out maybe an inch or 2 apart. My finger is a little bit damp, so it's going to make it hard to push these down. Let's see here, I got a little stick. It gets difficult to see these seeds in the soil because they look like a piece of dirt. I'm going to sow them about an inch apart, like I said, and I'm going to sow them about a 1/4 of an inch deep. So I'm basically just pushing them down just under the soil, not going very deep with them. I'm laying the seed on their side, just ever so carefully poking them down. Stick one in the center. I could barely see them. I don't know if you can see it, because if I can't see it, I'm sure the camera's not picking it up. Just ever so carefully placing them in like that. Put that stick away. Now we're going to water them in. We're going to keep these seeds constantly moist, but not soaking wet. So water them in well. Whenever you see that the soil is starting to dry out a little bit, give a little bit more moisture. Whether that's by misting or what, that is up to you. And I'm going to put this little greenhouse on it. You want to keep these seeds above 20 degrees Celsius. You want to be quite warm. If it's cool, it'll take a lot longer to sprout. You might see sprouting happen within the first month. This baby here, this is the white Brugmansia. This seedling took about a month to start sprouting. I actually thought that nothing was going to grow. And then I recently put it outside where it's a lot warmer. Started out in a shadier spot. And then lo and behold, as you can probably see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's one under here, another seedling right by my fingertip. So pretty well all of the seeds that I planted have now sprouted. So they really do like warm temperatures. So if you're going to grow them inside, pick a really, really warm spot in your home and cross your fingers, and hopefully it takes a little bit less than a few months to grow. I have heard rumors, actually on the first seed packet that I purchased, it said that it can take up to 8 months before they start to sprout. So keep that in mind. You might not have failed. Just keep it warm and keep it moist. And hopefully soon you will have some baby Brugmansias. Anyway, stay tuned for more updates on these guys. I'm looking forward to planting these outside in the spring of next year. I sowed these a little bit late this year, so I won't really get anything substantial out of them. So I'm going to grow them through over winter, and then I'm going to plant them out. Hopefully they'll be a nice size, you can't see my hands, a nice size plant. And where I used to have my Musa Bajou at the side of the house, this is going to be the new focal point. So fingers crossed, and show me what you're growing. Are you growing some Brugmansias as well? And if so, are you growing them from seed? A lot of fun to grow things from seed. Anyway, happy growing everyone, and stay tuned for more updates. Many of you have discussed with me, how do you find lithops at the garden center that aren't going to die, because as we've discussed that the garden center